Picture this. You're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop, the aroma of freshly ground beans filling the air. Your hand reaches for your wallet, ready to order that familiar cup of joe. But then, you pause. What if you didn't? What if you decided to break free from your daily caffeine fix? It's a thought that might seem daunting, even impossible for some. But today, we're going to explore exactly what happens when you make that bold choice to stop drinking coffee. Coffee has become such an integral part of our daily routines that the idea of giving it up can feel like losing a close friend. But as we'll discover, this separation, while challenging at first, can lead to some surprising and beneficial changes in your body. So, grab a seat, and let's dive into the fascinating journey your body embarks on when you bid farewell to your beloved brew. Our story begins with the first 48 hours after your last sip of coffee. These initial days can be quite the roller coaster for your body and mind. As the caffeine that once coursed through your veins begins to dissipate, you might find yourself experiencing what feels like a personal thunderstorm inside your head. Headaches, often described as a dull, persistent throb, can become your unwelcome companion. It's as if your brain is throwing a tantrum, demanding its usual caffeine fix. But headaches aren't the only unwanted guest at this party. Fatigue can hit you like a ton of bricks. You might find yourself yawning more than you're talking, your eyelids feeling as heavy as lead weights. Tasks that once seemed simple now require Herculean effort. It's not uncommon to feel like you're wading through molasses as you try to go about your day. And let's not forget about the mood changes. Irritability can creep in, turning you into a grumpy version of yourself. Small annoyances that you'd usually brush off might now feel like major frustrations. You might snap at your coworker for chewing too loudly, or feel unreasonably annoyed by a slow internet connection. This irritability is your body's way of protesting the absence of its usual caffeine boost. These symptoms aren't just in your head. They're very real manifestations of caffeine withdrawal. Your body has become accustomed to a regular influx of caffeine, and now it's struggling to adjust to its absence. But hang in there, because as we move into days 3 through 7, things start to take a turn for the better. As your body begins to adjust to life without coffee, you might start noticing some positive changes. One of the first things you'll likely experience is improved hydration. Coffee, being a diuretic, can contribute to dehydration. Without it, you may find yourself needing fewer trips to the bathroom and feeling more hydrated overall. Your skin might even thank you, appearing more plump and radiant. Anxiety levels often take a nosedive during this period. While coffee can provide that much-needed morning boost, it can also amp up feelings of nervousness and jitters. As your body adjusts to functioning without caffeine, you might find yourself feeling calmer and more centered. That constant underlying buzz of anxiety that you may have grown accustomed to starts to fade away. Your mood might also undergo some interesting changes. While the initial irritability subsides, you might experience a range of emotions as your body recalibrates its natural energy rhythms. Some people report feeling more emotionally stable, while others might experience temporary dips in mood as their body adjusts to producing energy without the crutch of caffeine. It's important to remember that everyone's journey is unique. Some might sail through this adjustment period with ease, while others might find it more challenging. The key is to be patient with yourself and remember that these changes are signs of your body healing and adapting to a new normal. As we enter the second week of your coffee-free journey, you'll likely start noticing some significant improvements in your overall well-being. One of the most noticeable changes often occurs in your sleep patterns. Without the stimulating effects of caffeine coursing through your system, you might find yourself falling asleep more easily and enjoying deeper, more restful slumber. Gone are the nights of tossing and turning, your mind racing with caffeine-induced thoughts. Instead, you might find yourself naturally winding down in the evening, your body's circadian rhythm no longer disrupted by afternoon coffee runs. You may wake up feeling more refreshed and alert, ready to tackle the day without needing that morning cup to jumpstart your system. Energy levels, which may have been erratic during the first week, often begin to stabilize during this period. Instead of experiencing the highs and lows associated with caffeine consumption, You might notice a more consistent energy throughout the day. No more mid-afternoon crashes that send you scrambling for another cup. Your body starts to rely on its natural energy production mechanisms, leading to a more balanced and sustainable energy flow. Perhaps one of the most welcome changes during this second week is the decline in coffee cravings. Those moments where you'd instinctively reach for a cup start to become less frequent. The smell of freshly brewed coffee might still tempt you, but the intense desire for it begins to wane. Your body is adapting to its new caffeine-free state, and with each passing day, the hold that coffee once had on you loosens its grip. As we look beyond these initial weeks and into the long-term effects of quitting coffee, the benefits become even more pronounced. One of the most significant changes often occurs in your cardiovascular health. Regular coffee consumption can lead to increased blood pressure, but as you continue your coffee-free journey, you might notice your blood pressure starting to normalize. This reduction in blood pressure isn't just a number on a doctor's chart. It translates to real health benefits. Your heart doesn't have to work as hard to pump blood through your body, reducing strain on this vital organ. Over time, this can lead to a healthier heart and a reduced risk of cardiovascular diseases. Your digestive system also stands to benefit from the absence of coffee. Coffee can be harsh on the stomach, often leading to increased acid production and potential digestive discomfort. Without it, you might notice a reduction in symptoms like heartburn or acid reflux. Your gut may thank you for the break, functioning more smoothly and efficiently. Even your skin might show signs of improvement. Coffee can contribute to dehydration and increased oil production, both of which can affect skin health. As your body adjusts to life without coffee, you might notice clearer, more radiant skin. The dark circles under your eyes that you thought were a permanent fixture might start to fade, revealing a brighter, more refreshed-looking you. As we reach the end of our journey through the effects of quitting coffee, it's clear that while the initial days might be challenging, the long-term benefits are substantial. Your body undergoes a remarkable transformation, from the initial struggles of withdrawal to the eventual balance and improved health. Quitting coffee is undoubtedly a challenge. Those first few days of headaches, fatigue, and irritability can test even the strongest resolve. But as we've seen, these symptoms are temporary, a small price to pay for the benefits that follow. Your body is incredibly adaptable, and given time, it adjusts to function without the crutch of caffeine. The improvements in sleep quality, stabilized energy levels, and reduced anxiety are just the beginning. The long-term benefits to your heart health, digestion, and even your skin showcase how deeply coffee affects our bodies. By choosing to quit, you're giving your body a chance to reset and function as it was naturally designed to. However, it's important to remember that everyone's journey is unique. The timeline and intensity of these changes can vary from person to person. Some might breeze through the withdrawal period, while others might find it more challenging. The key is to be patient with yourself and to focus on the positive changes as they come. If you're considering quitting coffee, remember that it doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing approach. Some people find success in gradually reducing their intake, while others prefer to go cold turkey. Whatever method you choose, be kind to yourself during the process. In the end, the decision to quit coffee is a personal one. But armed with the knowledge of how your body responds and adapts, you can make an informed choice. Whether you decide to cut back, quit entirely, or stick with your daily brew, understanding the effects of coffee on your body empowers you to take control of your health and well-being. So, the next time you find yourself in line at that coffee shop, pause for a moment. Consider the journey your body could embark on if you chose a different path. The road might be bumpy at first, but the destination, a healthier, more balanced you, might just be worth the trip.